welcome to the Holy Shhh Podcast for NXT Battleground. It was a heck of a weekend for professional wrestling, and we had to touch on it. So here we are. It's the Holy Shhh Podcast. It's your boy Ron T, the Icon.
It's your boy AB from DET.
My name is Chuck Jordan. I don't know why I forgot my mic.
Oh, he just sitting there like, damn, where am I at? Hello?
I'm over here looking like, where's my mic? And then it dawned on me. It's off to the side. Long weekend.
Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day, peoples. So, man, this is they had simultaneously going on for NXT Battleground was also AEW. What was it? Double or Nothing?
Double or Nothing, and it was no fucking way that was gonna take credit over AEW. So that's why we're here today.
Yeah. So, I mean, nothing against NXT.
No, something is against you. You are JV. I thought it was JV.
I thought it was solid. But man, it's just I wish I could have been there for the post show yesterday because it was solid wrestling by AEW. Solid. Good job. Solid.
But we're NXT, here for WWE now.
No, I said NXT Battleground kicked off.
Battleground
kicked off amazing. With Sol Ruka versus Kalani Jordan. Of course, Sol Ruka had Zarya in her corner, and this was actually a great way to start off Battleground. It was a hard-fought match, but Sol Ruka retains with a mean soul snatcher to Kalani Jordan. But there was something that I did notice during this match, is that we had a little bit of heel tactics by Zarya. She rolled she rolled Sol Ruka out of the way when Kalani attempted the split leg moonsault. So, Chuck, do you suspect something heelish coming from Zarya in the near future?
Do I suspect? She looked like a heel. Yeah. I thought she was a heel.
Right.
It's one of those. I don't know if y'all remember. God, I don't want to use them as an example, but that's the only one I can think of. When R-Truth and the Miz was partners.
Yeah,
R-Truth was a face, and Miz was clearly a heel. Clearly, because he turned on him. This to me is one of them friendships. It's like you got one heel with a baby face. I've never liked friendships like that, but that they exist in real life. I mean, look at me and Ron. You know?
Yeah.
I'm clearly a heel, and we've been friends for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So he is a baby face for sure.
And Ron is definitely a baby face.
Little bit. Abe, what did you think of this match, though? Do you think there's some heel tendencies in Zarya as well?
Oh yeah, it's bound to happen. I saw it when they was coming to the ring. Just her whole energy. Yeah, she was too turned up. It's coming soon, man. Zarya versus Sol Ruka for the title. But this match, though, are we getting to that yet?
Yeah, this match was absolutely fire, man. They put on for the women's division.
Oh yeah,
man. First and foremost, they both high flyers, and they both do them. But Sol Ruka's top rope abilities, just everything from balancing on it looked like she's surfing on the top rope to I think Kalani was the best partner for her. I mean, it feels like a rematch from when Kalani was champion when Sol was trying to take it from her, but now the roles was reversed. But
shout out Chris Justice.
What's up, Chris? These two women put on a clinic, and I really enjoyed it.
Definitely. But to me, the number one, hands down, click it, send it across the world. That soul snatcher off the top rope stole the goddamn show. Like, man. I was watching AEW yesterday. I hate to keep bringing it up, but the women matches over there, they were just insane. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be biased at all. This match was up there with what they did last night. The ladies across the board, professional wrestling is absolutely incredible. But that soul snatcher off the top rope,
it's crazy. Something crazy. Here we go. Hold on. It's a little too bright. There we go. Too bright. I was looking into the sun. We're talking about Sol Ruka.
I mean, that's why you got glasses.
Yeah, that's exactly why I got the shades on. But yeah, this match was fire, man. Of course we suspected Sol Ruka to retain, but when they were about to, I thought they were actually going to do that that poison Rana off the top rope. I'm like, no, they're not. And when she landed on her feet, I was like, thank God they didn't try that. But I wouldn't.
What was that split move that she did? That was amazing. Cause she hit all tailbone and Kalani came down.
Oh yeah, that the X Factor.
Yeah, that was rope. Nice.
Man, that was mean too. But moving on to the next match was a
tag
1
match. One second before you go to that. Shout out dudes at the ringside. Hey, bro, man, we definitely are trying our hardest. We about to link up soon with you, bro. Soon. This was random right here. We just doing the Battleground post show, but we'll be in touch. And shout out to Angel and everybody over on TikTok. Angel says, "What up, Chuck, Abe, and Ryan? What up, Angel?
Hi, Angel.
What up, Doug? Ron team. Floor is yours. Sorry."
No, it's cool. We had a trios like match, as they would have called it in AEW. We keep bringing them up, but Briggs versus Josh Briggs and Hank and Tank versus the Culling. And this one was actually a pretty good match too. Izzy Dane was getting involved a lot, which I'm wondering why Hank and Tank doesn't have like a woman kind of on their team, because Izzy Dane is always getting involved in the matches, but Hank and Tank end up getting the pin. But after the match is what really what caught my eye was that the Culling attacked them after the match, and then Izzy went to go get a chair, and then we had the returning Inumura, who was supposed to be back in Japan. So it looks like Inumura is here to stay. He might be a what do they call it? I forgot the word, but he's staying in NXT. But overall, what did you think of this match, though, Abe? Mainstay, there we go. That's the word.
A mainstay, yeah. I was gonna say employee because niggas get fired left and right in WWE. So
I was gonna say he must got his green card, but that's foul.
Wow, okay.
I said it's foul.
Hey, man, we got sponsors now. Chill out.
I'm a heel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but what I thought about this match, it was absolute trash. I'm just sorry. I wasn't interested in no character in it. I thought it was like a filler match, and God damn it, why am I doing this? I like to keep shows separate, but maybe I'm telling you, I'm on a bias right now with watching AEW last night. I watched this after, and this match was just like, nah, man. Because the first match killed it. I was all down with Sol Ruka, and that was amazing. Kalani, dog, amazing. But this one, I was just like, this was something you could see on a weekday show, man. It wasn't needed. It was a filler, but you need that sometimes, I guess.
Okay, Chuck, what do you think of this match?
The highlight was when she went to grab the chair,
and Inumura came back,
and Inumura was like, not gonna happen. And I was hoping he was gonna like bump her or hit her with the chair, but he just ran by her and got in the ring. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, why don't they just take out the women? It's okay. I'm sure the woman would love a chair shot.
I think it's because it's not AEW.
A woman would love a chair shot.
The women in women are on the table right now because because they're so great. Not just in WWE, not just saying like women's wrestling is the new it. But I'm sure these women who feel like you ain't got to play the sexist game, hit me. I'll take the hit due to the fact that I know it's gonna help my character get over. And I'm sure she would have took the chair shot. Is what I'm saying. I ain't saying like him go full force, but she would have been like, yeah, like go ahead. But you know they won't do it. But
because Inumura is supposed to be a baby face. That's a heel move.
Well, either way, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the highlight of the whole match, and even that was like Abe said, it was like, all right, cool. He's staying.
Yep, I don't disagree. That's why I said the thing that caught my eye was Inumura coming back. But I said for a Battleground, this could have been on the NXT on Tuesday before Battleground.
Yeah.
So
or not done at all. Or not done at all.
I mean, they had to.
I mean,
storytelling.
I don't want to go there, but
storytelling, they had to do it.
No, they could have skipped it.
Yeah, they could have skipped it.
This could have been like a background, like, oh, he's here.
Hey, you guys just practice this story in the back with no cameras. You know?
I know you have cameras. It would just been a backstage, like it happens outside of Ava's office type thing. Like you see it in the hallway, like oh, this is going on. He's back. Okay, cool.
Right, he's back.
I mean, the match wasn't terrible, but it was nothing.
No, it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't.
It just wasn't exciting.
Everything else
it was lackluster.
Yeah. But which was kind of exciting was this very next match was Tony D versus the underboss or former underboss Stacks. And throughout the match, Tony was looking pretty strong, but he kept showing compassion to Stacks, not going ahead and finishing him off. And then we had a returning Luca Crucifino who had been missing. And he was just standing outside the ring, caught Tony D's eye, distracted him enough for Stacks to get the low blow and to follow up with a knee to the back of the head, gets the win over Tony D. And after the match, Luca tried to give Tony a hug and Tony pushed him away. So, Chuck, what is going on there, man? Division.
So the underboss is the new main boss. I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know how that works. If you're the underboss, but you beat the boss, doesn't that mean you're the new boss?
You would think so.
This match didn't need to be on my TV, and I thought Tony D was too good for this.
Damn.
Like the whole easily distracted shit. Like I've seen you go up against Oba and ignored all outside distractions.
Mm.
Now you're fighting your underboss, and you should be focused on him, but you're focused on too much outside distractions. And I'm getting really sick of, even though I said it, and the people got mad at me because I was like, I was hoping for the Cena and Ron Cena's thing to have a John Cena just keep doing the same little ending where he hit somebody with the belt or fakes it out, nut shot, belt to the face, 1, 2, 3. I was like, because he's trying to ruin wrestling, just keep doing the same ending, but only for him. For everybody else, this nut shit, like this whole frat boy nut shot, this isn't cool. This is disgusting. Stop it. Stop it.
Chris said, are you guys watching Monday Night Raw? Yes, we are. We're having a post show tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube and pretty much all platforms.
Hey, what's your thoughts?
Where are we at? I just got a little lost track.
Tony D.
Tony D. Damn, I was rooting for this too, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think we were on an NXT post show a few days ago, and I was just saying, I don't want to talk bad about it. You know, I think it was when he put her in a bomb shelter or something. Where did he put her?
Yeah, he tucked her away in a
safe house.
Oh, yeah. Safe house, yeah. So safe house, yeah. But anyway, when I was hesitant on that, and I was like, I'm gonna wait to the ending. And if this is the ending or something of it, I'm not there yet. I'm still gonna give it hope. I'm gonna say they're gonna pull it together, but I'm gonna tell you today made it very hard. If someone wants to tell me this is stupid, it's some dumb shit, I might just sit there and say nothing. You know,
yeah,
I may not be able to defend it right now, but I am hoping that I will be able to.
Yeah, I thought the match itself, like I said, Tony D looked strong throughout the entire match. Luca coming back maybe could have been something after the match. But then again, they figured that Stacks wasn't strong enough to beat Tony D, so it had to be some kind of distraction. So we'll see how the story ends. I'm sure we'll find out more on Tuesday. But I hope they wrap this story up pretty well.
The underboss is the new Dawn.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm hoping they wrap this story up.
Bro, he put her in a 6'9" protection.
No comment. But yeah, this next match though is what I was really excited for. Was Stephanie Vicure versus Jordan Grace, and this was and it's funny, the women been standing out a lot on every like promotion, and you know they didn't disappoint this match at all. Stephanie Vicure versus Jordan Grace. It was hard hitting. It was really technical. Like Jordan Grace and I'm just surprised how many like near falls there actually was in this match as well. Though they did a really good job, but of course Jordan Grace does not get the win, and Stephanie retains, and she's still your NXT Women's Champion. But looks like there was some kind of talking back and forth between Stephanie Vicure and a couple of ladies from AAA that was sitting up front. But overall, hey, what did you think of this match? Did it live up to the hype?
Yeah. I thought the match was good. I thought the match was solid. I had no problems with it. Stephanie Vicure, pro. Jordan Grace, pro. It all came out well. I'm pretty sure the story is to be continued to be told. So I'm not mad at it one bit. It did everything it was supposed to do. You know, I don't know who's gonna be the one to take that off of Stephanie Vicure, but you have to be established, a storyline. It has to be something extremely meaningful because she's just not about to lose that title, you know, to some storyline that was just developed. I think they respect her a lot more than that.
Absolutely. Chuck.
So I felt like this whole pay-per-view, if you will, was like a poor man's Spade's hand. Like, you had the ace, which was the first match, and then you had a bunch of bull crap. But the last 3 matches was solid. But the other 2 just kind of made me. It took a minute for me to get back interested in this because the previous 2 matches was just so Like I'd already easily distracted watching and playing video games. Y'all know me, watching wrestling while playing video games. I'm already back into the video game. It took me a minute to get back out. But it was definitely a good match. But they should have followed. This match should have been before the underboss crap. Like, it should have been second or third. It should have been third. That way it could have been like a roller coaster. Because right now it was like up, 2 straight down, and now we're trying to climb it back up.
I honestly thought going into this that they were going to put the title on Jordan Grace, but the closer it got to it, I was like, nah, they're not gonna give it to Jordan yet. They're gonna let her work for it a little bit more. But yeah, solid match, man. I enjoyed this match a lot. Actually, what came up next actually surprised me that they did a segment like this on Battleground. But then they had Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints, your NXT North American champion, came out to address the NXT crowd and Ethan Page. And Ethan Page, of course, interrupts Ricky, comes out, tries to get in some type of scuffle, and Ricky gets the upper hand. And they will be opening the show Tuesday night. And I don't expect a clean finish on that as well. I think they're going to push this a little bit further down to maybe the next PLE that they got coming up. But yeah, it's supposed to be Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints starting the next NXT show. We lost Abe. So Chuck, what did you think of this whole segment of Ricky Saints? I was surprised that they did it. They didn't do this on like a post show or something like this.
They should have did it on a post show because I wasn't interested. Ethan Page is my guy.
Mm-hmm.
All ego. But I was like, I kind of just start fast forwarding, trying to get to the next match.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a solid match though. But do you think
I know it's gonna be a banger. I'm just saying I don't know why, but for pay-per-views, I don't really like talking. Like, now is the time to action. Like, I don't mind talking through like regular shows.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get your character development off. For a pay-per-view, I'm just here for the wrestling now.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear no backstage segments or no come to the ring and talk to me now. Like, no. This if you was gonna come to the ring, you'd be like, hey, bring your beat out here now. We fight now. Now it's like, okay, they're fighting now. Like, it's interesting, but no, you're planning something for next time. I don't really give a damn.
Yeah, my guess is that they probably had they probably cut the match from Battleground and then moved it to NXT. So maybe Ricky Saints and Ethan Page were supposed to have a match at first, but
they could have just had Ava announce this Tuesday.
Yeah, they could have.
Fighting. I'm just ready to get to the Oba match.
Yeah, that's what I was like too. Abe, you feel the same way that they could have kept this whole talking segment off of a Battleground, off of a PLE?
I definitely agree 1,000%. We are here for pay-per-view. Pay-per-views are professional wrestling. If I want a promo, I'll catch it on a weekday television program.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
But this next match
too much, man.
Did not disappoint. This next match, man. Miles Bourne is impressive. So we had Oba Femi versus Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne was going for that NXT title. Before the match, though, on the way out to the ring, he had the NQCC with him, and everybody dapped him up, gave him high fives, except for Charlie. Charlie Dempsey looked him right in the face and just turned his back and walked away. So there is some clear tension in the NQCC, but the match itself was one heck of a match, man. Miles Bourne put up one hell of a fight. He even kicked out of one of the power bombs. So Oba had to finish him off with 3 power bombs and the pin and retains the title, but he definitely gained some respect from Oba Femi. Chuck, your thoughts on this match right here?
Like Booker said, this was nothing but meat. I even like how Evan even picked like manhandled Oba for a second, and I think that was like the point you see in Oba's face. Like, all right, let me end this.
Serious.
Like, like at first he seemed like he was trying to toy with him, but after that, I'm like, oh yeah, he sees that he can be a threat, and that's like, you know, Oba may not respect you, but he respects that you may be able to beat him, and that's when he, you know, pulls out all the power moves, if you will, and. But then, yeah, like Booker said, this was meat.
Yeah. Hey, what were your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I thought it was solid. It went as expected. I like. I'm never gonna call him Randy Jr. again. You know what I mean? So he has earned his own name now, and Evan Bourne. Am I saying it right? Miles Bourne.
Evan Bourne was the guy that caught the RKO doing that flip.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, damn. I'm talking about he earned his name, and I don't even know his name. But
I never knew it. I always knew it was Randy Jr.
Hey, I'm gonna figure out your name, Bourne, Jason Bourne, Miles Bourne, Bourne Identity.
One of them Bournes.
One of them
Bourne Randy.
The Bourne Identity.
Your Bourne Identity, man. Here you go, man. Holy Shhh Podcast. Yeah,
man.
You get the A in my book.
Yeah, he definitely does remind me of a young Randy, though, man. But like, not Randy when he first came in, like Randy right when he was in that group with Triple H and all of them. That's the Randy he reminded me of, and I wouldn't be surprised if he would have tried to hit Oba with an RKO. He would have got a pop for that though.
Definitely.
But yeah, shout out to Miles Bourne, man. He's definitely a contender. I don't see him ending the year without a title on his shoulder. Some title, whether it be the North American title or the NXT title. So shout out to him, man. Great match.
Shout out to him.
Then they had a small backstage segment, which I did not mind this one. So Stephanie Vicure in a shouting match with 2 women from AAA, and then JC Jane came out of nowhere and said, "Hey, Stephanie," and slapped her in the face. And then security got involved, separated them. So we got something going on with JC Jane and Stephanie Vicure. JC Jane's not going to be the one to take the title, but they should
definitely
put on a good match.
Definitely not.
They should definitely put on a good match. That slap was loud.
Yeah,
that slap was loud, though.
A lot of people been getting reckless with these slaps lately, man.
It all started because of Big Jim.
Big Jim, he smacked the shit out of Gunther and everybody else.
I thought it started before that. I thought it started because of what's his name, blowing out Cody's eardrum. That was the first
that was it too. Logan Paul with CM Punk smacked the shit out of him, bust his mouth open. Hey.
People getting really hectic with these slaps, man.
Facts.
I know before this last match, they did have a little segment with Mike Santana, I believe that's his name, from TNA.
Yep.
He was back and he was saying that he was planning to face whoever wins the main event match between Trick Williams and Joe Hendry, and it's the TNA title coming on the NXT. We all expected Joe Hendry to get the win. It was like, okay, they're just, promoting Joe Hendry a little bit more, but no. This match ended completely different than I expected. I even yelled at the TV, "What?" Because Trick Williams is now your new TNA champion. Trick Williams defeats Joe Hendry. for the
Who?
TNA title. Now, it wasn't without.
Do you mean Booker Jr.? He did the spinneroonie. It was a failed attempt, but he did the spinneroonie.
Yeah, he tried the spinneroonie.
You know who won. You know who won, Chuck. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Oh, yeah, man.
Trick. Oh, yeah, man.
I got trick, man.
I got mixed feelings about it. But I'll just say what happened. They had one moment Trick Williams went out to get the title to act like he was going to hit Joe Hendry with it. The ref took it from him, but then Joe Hendry went to go put him in some kind of move, and he put a thumb in his eye, and then Trick dropped him. Oh well, no, he went to go hit him with the title.
I'm glad you said I thought that was going the wrong way when you said never mind. Pause. No, did he just
So before that, no, Trick Williams had the title taken from him. When the ref took it, he got rolled up, so the ref dropped the title on the ground to get the count. Trick kicked out. Joe tried to put him in some kind of move in his standing ovation finisher. Trick Williams put his thumb in his eye, picked him up, slammed him onto the title. Joe Hendry hit his head on the title. Trick came up. Did he hit him with the trick shot?
Did the pose.
Yeah, hit him with the
trick shot.
Hit him with the trick shot. Got the win and is now the TNA champion. I'll go with Abe first. What did you think of the match though itself?
This match was solid. This saved the card. I was losing hope. I wasn't impressed after the first match. I don't think I was too much impressed by nothing. But this saved the card. Great main event. Trick Williams becoming the new TNA. Trick Williams becoming the new TNA champion is just dope, man. I think it opens so many more doors to what you can do with him as far as creativity. Santana back there, and for those who don't know, Santana Ortiz were one of the greatest AEW tag teams of all time. They had some inner turmoil and they separated. There's no hard feelings. Santana went on his way. Ortiz is somewhere kind of drifting still in AEW, but Santana is a hell of a force. Seeing him on WWE programming is absolutely amazing because that man came a long way from AEW, struggles getting out of his contract, and here he is. So shout out Santana in the WWE.
So, Chuck, before I give what I think about it, but Chuck, go ahead.
Oh, you want to go first? You go.
No, you go. Tell me what you thought about this match.
First match was the match of the night. This was the second match of the night. Opening must be third, in my personal opinion, and that's probably just because, like I said, that's just because Stephanie and Jordan's match came after two lame ass matches to where it took me a minute to get back interested. So by the time opening came, I'm back hype. So when Trick pulled this off and was doing it, everything Joe Hendry kept getting mad at him for doing it, did the little turnaround, winked. I was like, man, like he's a showman. He's back to doing what we enjoyed being Trick for. Even looked at Booker, and Booker was like, yeah, man, do that. He's like, you want me to do it? I'm gonna do it. did the whole spinneroonie, failed, but he attempted the spinneroonie. Like I said, man, this was one of those. Like I was back involved, I was back interested, and this was a good closer of the night. Ron T.
Okay, so I had mixed feelings. It was a great match. If you did not believe in Joe Hendry, I hope you believed after this match.
I believe in Trick.
Because
I believe even less.
I believe in Trick.
All right. Anyway,
I believe in Trick.
If you didn't believe in Joe Hendry's wrestling ability, he did show pretty good arsenal. I thought it was a great match. I enjoyed the showmanship of Trick Williams. I think he's a great heel in the making, but I find myself concerned for TNA. And I was watching some of the stuff that AEW does with other promotions, and AEW left TNA in a better place when their deal was over. Then we saw WWE do some things with the UK wrestling, and they left the UK wrestling community in shambles after that. My only concern is by taking the NXT superstar and giving him the TNA title, are you diminishing the TNA roster? They have. I hope that they have an opportunity to do something really, really well and leave TNA in a better place by having Trick Williams lose to a TNA superstar. Hopefully, it is Mike Santana.
Question for you.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm questioning that is because you didn't feel that same way when Fraxton got brought up to the main roster and just been on a spree. Like they're good enough to go through everybody.
Yeah,
but they just got here.
But it's still WWE.
But what I'm saying is, it'd be different if it was like one of their mid carders or somebody in catering. Mm-hmm. This is Trick, who's been a previous champion, who we all believed at one point was ready for the main roster. It's not like he's just some scrub taking the title from somebody. It's one of the main guys who's ready for the main roster.
Yeah.
Who if not even just the main roster, I believe if he got fired tomorrow, could probably go to AEW and do something strong. So it's like I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying like it's a difference between a mid card crap or a guy who's your one of your top stars is taking the belt from another company. Go ahead.
But it's from another company. That's the only thing. I'm like, so it's great for NXT. It's great for Trick Williams. It's great for his stock, which was low leading up to this. And we were talking about Trick Williams' stock dropping. This is great for him. But it could be great for TNA because it could bring viewers over to TNA that haven't really watched it because Trick Williams is over there. So that would be great for them. But WWE has a pattern.
I'm just saying. I'm sure if TNA, hopefully, if they got their business shit together, we'll allow your guy to be our champion, but we want this in return. They're not just going to let him go out there and win. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I think Mike Santana is going to be the one to take it from Trick. But
Wiccan is over on TikTok saying this will put more eyes on TNA. I just hope TKO doesn't ruin their prices for the shows. That is true.
Yeah,
things can get expensive when you have WWE product.
So that's what I was saying is that WWE has had a habit or have had a pattern of leaving promotions worse off than better off when they're done with their deals with them. And
I wasn't knocking it.
We know Joe Hendry is going to end up in WWE. Jordan Grace ended up in WWE. As long as this helps build up another TNA superstar, by the end of this, it's good. If not, if it just if it diminishes TNA, that's gonna suck, and it's gonna suck for
I hope it's Santana, and so does Bro Cage on TikTok. He's saying the same thing.
Yeah, I think now Santana versus Trick Williams should be a great match. I'm excited for that. I will.
What up, Tony Rome?
But yeah. Like I said, it definitely leaves Trick Williams in a better place. Raises his stock, makes him main roster ready. Like we weren't sure before. This is give like the right type of heat for him to come up as a heel.
Right.
But I just hope this does leave TNA better off and creating a new star over there. And hopefully it is Mike Santana.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Definitely.
But on a scale of 1 to 10.
Don't make me do this.
I'll go with 8 first. What do you give this? Mr. Just watched AEW before.
I did too. That's why I was saying don't make me do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
I watched AEW last night.
NXT
and I watched NXT today.
PLE pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, a 4.7. 4.7 because It was the beginning and it was the end. And the sandwich was full of a bunch of stale bologna, old relish, ketchup, no mustard. It was ridiculous.
You didn't like Stephanie and Jordan Grace?
It came after a
It was
horrible
okay.
match.
It was okay, but it was expected, and it was just, I don't know, man. 4.7 for me. I just did not think it was a solid show, and then the promos. Come on, man. Say this for the weekdays, and Amora, whoever he is, what is this? Man? Who cares? Fire him. Bring back Gigi for his dumb ass. Give me Gigi for him, and we got a deal.
I will say the other day I did like how Tatum Paxley addressed both her teammates being gone on the regular show. When she was like, "You don't know what it feels like to have everybody you get close to taken away from you." I was like, "Ooh," because usually they try to turn the storyline somewhere else. She's like, "Nah, y'all fired my people, and I'm mad." I'm like, I like that. But as far as this pay-per-view, I'm going to go lower than Abe. I want to say 3, but I feel like that's disrespectful. So I will go 4.
4. Yeah, it was around the 4s. It was like
solid 4.
I did not watch AEW, but I did see the highlights, and I watched the post show last night. But
you can't grade it off of AEW. But
I'm trying not
I'm just saying.
Yeah, which I kind of did, but
I didn't. I'm going for what I thought this was.
It's hard.
I'm honestly grading this for other NXT I've seen. Like, you don't know me, I always do Raw for Raw, SmackDown for like. I'm doing this based off I've seen better NXT promos.
I've definitely they did.
I've seen better
Battleground
NXT shows.
last year was definitely a lot better than this. But I gave it Battleground last year. I gave it a 10. I think it was that good of a.
I think I was high on.
I was previously high on it too. I remember.
But this one's
a 7 for me.
This one, like I said, the first match was amazing. Then we had 2 straight stupid matches. Stephanie and Jordan was expected, but it was a good match. But it's just like I said, for me, it was, how you said with Ron Cena's promo, how the fans took you out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that there was 2 crappy matches before it, and I'm already completely out of watching it. That I'm barely paying attention to it, and so I saw like I forgot what move it was. Stephanie hit Jordan with. I'm like, oh, and it started making me watch again. But I'm like, I'd already tuned out. Like, you can't. I got ADHD. You can't tune me out. I can't be tuned out that bad because I'm not gonna pay attention no more.
Yeah,
and I think it took that match away from me. And then they had the backstage stupid stuff, and then I'm like, all right, come on, get the open now. The open match was good, but then, like I said, then the triple match was amazing. So it was like all the backstage crap, the 2 other matches, and I'm already zoned out. Like I said, I want to say 3, and that's only because I've seen better NXT. Like, NXT usually puts on, like, the whole card is solid, or even if you got like a bathroom match, they hide it somewhere. This one was just like started off high and then dropped.
This is their first misstep in almost a year. Like every PLE that they put on before this one has been like excellent. So, but like I said, I give it a 7. I'm not that harsh. I do give it a 7. There was one part in that Jordan Grace and Stephanie Vakir match that was funny when Jordan stopped the Devil's Kiss and then put Stephanie on her shoulders and dropped her on the table and then looked at Booker T and he was pissed. that was pretty funny. But all right, until next time. Next time you see us will actually be in a few minutes, and we will talk to you about WWE Saturday Night Main Event. So until then, it's your boy Ryan T. the Icon.
My name's Chuck Jordan.
Your boy AB from DET.
And this is the Holy Shhh Podcast.